Hello? Beyonce? Can you hear me? I hate not having good phone reception at home. Whew, almost got a little bit of a kick. So today's video, it's a little different. It's a home improvement device when you don't have good cell phone service at your house. In this video, yes, we. Who is we? It's more the other guy doing the install. I'm just there to hang out and let him use my ladder, and I decided to make a video out of it. So what the product is, it's a WeBoost cell phone signal antenna and amplifier. I personally have one attached to my truck, and I'll let you know how it really works, the ins and the outs, at the end of this video. This was filmed last winter, almost a year ago.
Let me know what you think.
Very straightforward.
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing is going to be
Getting the
through the wall.
yeah. No, I agree. Let's crank it off this one's. Okay. Screw it, you can figure it out later.
Coax, inside antenna, outside antenna, and just inside control unit. Seems real simple, straightforward. This here is the antenna, goes outside. There's a bracket. It's probably best to mount this on a pole with a U-bolt. You can see there's a little connector there. They give you two 30-foot coax wires, give you a 60-foot run. We're going to be going up through the ceiling here and out that back wall. That's the exterior wall. Then you got to find the cell phone tower. This is the back wall. You want to avoid running a signal wire next to any sort of high voltage wire. So right over there is a security camera that's penetrating the cinder block. We're trying to avoid going through the ceiling. Just want to avoid any future water intrusions. The less holes you have in the roof, the better.
That way.
Here's the outside. Security camera looks pretty tight to the wall, but those other holes, you can see daylight from the inside. One's broken.
The outside. It looks like there's a ring part of the way through. Let's grab the ladder and get up on the outside. Where you can see the hole kind of decreases right on the outside. So there's some sort of cap that I think is preventing this from going all the way in. Oh, that sucks.
Well, this is the parapet wall. We see there's already a pipe bracket here, and this directional antenna works best when it's put on a pipe, because you have to point it at your local cell phone tower. There's some gas pipes over there that could work, but I'm trying to discourage that method. So I think we're running to the store, getting a pipe put in there, and we can mount it to this way or this way. We can mount it in any direction you want. Look at this cute little tape measure he's got. Looks like we're 2 3/8. Here's a quick shot of how it's coming out of the security camera. This here is not our concern. Coming out the bottom of the security camera, it's temporarily hooked up right now just until we see if this thing actually works. Just realized there's another hole there we could have used. It looks like it might be plugged up. I want to show you the the arrangement here. This is the antenna. This is how it's hooked up. We'll snug this down once we get the direction and everything tested out that this thing actually is going to work. We can't even get a cell phone to a website that will do a speed test. It's showing some bars of 4G, but can't even get the website to open to get to a speed test. We'll be able to tell a difference if this works because we'll be able to at least get to a website. What we're doing now is trying different cell tower locations. What's weird is this thing just keeps moving. Like 80, that's a 95. That's not that great. Was getting high 80s, and we're just, like I said, trying different angles. This is better, and it's somewhat steady here at low 90s dBms. I'm going to try a couple other positions. It takes a bit because you want to wait and see if it's a consistently good signal. So there we go, low 90s at this spot. We got to point it at a new location. It's kind of fluctuating though. This is the WeBoost. No settings, no nothing. It's just plug in. This is the inside antenna right there. All green lights mean it's good to go. We are still kind of bouncing around. It's better than when it was up into the 110s. Where we're at now is he's up on the roof, going to be slowly turning the antenna because it is a directional antenna. And we're going to see if this number does anything. So it just went up. The best we've gotten is low 90s, high 80s. Yeah, that's 86. I'm waiting to see if I see something jump down to like 79, 80. Some of you tech nerds out there might know how to get signal strength as a number. There's instructions in this instruction booklet here on how to get that, and you saw the gauge or the meter on the phone. Bad was around 112. That's what it was before the booster, and we are in the 90s now. So we are about a 20 dB better. Lower the number, the higher the signal improvement. So a 20 dB signal improvement is 100 times more signal. Even a 10 dB, if we were sitting at 100 now and we had a 112 before, that's 10 times as much signal strength. So there is a significant increase of at least 10 times on the low side. If not, you know, we were getting down into the low 90s, even had a couple readings down into the 80s, which is a huge jump. The cell phone actually connects to the internet now and to a website that will do a speed test. Okay, we're going to try this speed test. Well, we're actually getting to a speed test website. It couldn't even open up the speed test on the other one. That was download and upload. Looks pretty good too. Significant improvement with the WeBoost. I think the best bet is to hide everything on the shelf here. The inside antenna and the actual booster are supposed to be 18 inches apart. We have power right over here behind the desk. So you will see some wires come down from the ceiling. We thought about mounting everything up in the ceiling, but that's where all the electricity is, and you don't want very much interference with the inside antenna. And there's no power outlet up there. We could probably find power up there, but
we could still put a cap on this to hide it against the wall.
Yeah, you could put a channel on the wall there to hide the coax that's coming down. So it's interesting that the signal is traveling through your standard coax. This is the panel antenna. So I'm just going to give a recap of the final install. Later, they may put a track on that wire to make it look like it belongs there. But the WeBoost booster, right there on the shelf with all 4 lights green. And this is the booster antenna right here, the inside antenna. And right up there is the panel antenna on a piece of ABS. As some of you know, I like to spend my spare time in the most remote areas in the lower 48 states. I go where nobody goes, and I need cell phone reception. So I bought this WeBoost antenna, and I looked all over YouTube, and there is just no real good reviews. It's all mixed, or they're paid for. So I want to follow this up with, this is not a sponsored video. It wasn't even really my project, but I thought it was good information for you guys. Here's the deal. There has to be some sort of cell phone signal in the area. If you are in a 100% dead zone, there's nothing for that external antenna to pick up. Now, if you have spotty service, or if you go up on top of a hill, that means that there is signal in the air. And a lot of times, just because your phone doesn't pick it up, doesn't mean that there isn't a weak signal out there. And that is my experience. In these remote regions that I go to, there is weak signal, and I will be able to pick them up. I've got an antenna on the top of my truck. It's a 4-foot antenna on top of my monster truck, and so I don't know, it's probably 12 plus feet high in the air, and it picks up a great cell phone signal, even 4G, and I can respond to YouTube. I can drive my truck up to a high peak and be able to upload YouTube videos from in the middle of nowhere. I mean, it's pretty wild out there where I go. What that does is it allows me to take off the month of September, October, and most of November. And I just upload videos that I have previously recorded earlier in the year. If you live in a metro area or anywhere where there is spotty service, if you get one of the kits that was installed in this video, you put that thing up on top of your roof, without a doubt, you're going to have cell phone signal. There's a catch. There's a big catch though. The inside antenna, it is horrible. Horrible. You literally have about this much. So you have to be sitting next to it. I have the over-the-road trucker kit. I bought it thinking that everybody in the truck was going to be able to get boosted cell phone signal if I had the inside antenna just like kind of sitting on the center console. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. That thing has to be touching the phone, like full-on contact. You go this far away, it's done. So the residential one is a little bit more powerful. You get about maybe 3.5, 4 feet. But you cannot have it on a desk and be sitting on the couch 6 to 8 feet away. It won't work. So that's the catch for these cell phone signal boosting antennas. The one outside is, you can get the omnidirectional one or your stationary. I would get the directional one, kind of how we did in this video. So there you go. If you have a weak cell phone signal at your house, there is a solution. It is not cheap though. Woo! Even the one that I got for the over-the-road trucker kit was quite expensive. I will put a link in the description for the one that I personally own and have on my truck. I got it in August, and I wouldn't leave home without it. And I will also link the one that we installed on this office building. Let me know in the comments. Does this type of video interest you? I know it was a little awkward filming somebody else. He may be making an appearance again. Goodbye.
Hit that like button! Woo! Woo! Smash it! Hammer that like button! I'll teach you how to use a goddamn pencil in the next video! Woo! Can't do that. I gotta get out of here before he comes in guns a blazing. Now I'm gonna take this bear he got there. It's not too bad. A blue moon bear.